I fight for my Uncle Bob. He passed away last year from cancer.
I fight for my Grandma Shirley because she lost her battle with cancer.
I fight for my grandma who has actually recently won her battle with cancer and continues the fight to stay cancer free.
I fight for my grandma because she battled cancer.
High up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go.
I fight for everyone that's been affected by cancer.
I fight for Mate Pinky. He was diagnosed with a cancer this year, and he's my teammate from Czech national hockey team and my really good friend.
I fight for everyone and their families who have been affected by cancer.
I fight for Kevin Gallant because he's a part of the Warriors family.
Je combats pour ma mère parce qu'elle est décédée du cancer.
I fight for my grandpa and everyone affected because it's a fight that matters.
I fight for my grandpa because he passed away from cancer.
I fight for everyone who's affected.
I fight for everybody affected.
I fight for my Grandpa Bob, my Grandpa Brian, and my Aunt Sarah, and all those who have been impacted by cancer.
I fight for Alice and George Gouchelak, also Louis Boutet. There's some of my family members that have been impacted by cancer, and I fight for them.
I fight for everyone because cancer is a terrible disease.
I fight for my grandpa Patty Janelle. Lost him to cancer when I was young.
I fight for my grandpa because he passed away from cancer.
I'm fighting for my mom, Marcia. She's had cancer twice and beat it both times. And my grandparents who have passed away from cancer, and all the people who are fighting it and battling it right now.
I fight for my Uncle Terry and Auntie Doris because they beat cancer.
I fight for my grandpa and everyone else affected by this terrible disease.
I fight for my uncle because he lost his battle to cancer.
I fight for everyone affected by cancer because it's an awful disease.
I fight for my dad because he's battling cancer.
Rushing ahead, Jagger on the right wing side, drives, scores! Turn on the purple lights!
Tonight's game is about more than just the action on the ice. It's about the fighters, survivors, and those who have lost their battle to cancer. Hello, I'm Marc Smith, and welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center for tonight's meeting between the Moose Jaw Warriors and the Swift Current Broncos on IKS Media Warriors Live. The Warriors are hosting their third annual Hockey Fights Cancer game. The hangar will be turned purple for the night, with the team sporting special edition jerseys, which will honor community members who have battled this disease. It will be a special night with a pregame ceremony featuring cancer survivors and families of those who have passed away. The Warriors on the ice are coming off back-to-back home losses after falling 2-1 to the Prince Albert Raiders on Tuesday night. However, the team will receive a nice shot in the arm in the form of Ryder Korzak. The 20-year-old forward will make his season debut here tonight. On the other side of the ice are the Broncos. They're 9-9 this season, and they topped the Brandon Wheat Kings 4-2 on Tuesday night. For more on tonight's matchup, let's head down to the Warriors locker room, where I spoke with head coach Mark O'Leary. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary before Hockey Fights Cancer Night tonight against the Swift Current Broncos, and big boost for the team coming into tonight with Ryder Korzak back on the ice. How excited are you guys to have him back?
Yeah, from a coach's standpoint, it's great. It adds to our top six depth, and that'll help solidify things up there for sure. He's a creative guy, he's a competitive guy, and most importantly, he's a real popular guy in the dressing room. So I know his teammates are as excited as I am.
Is it a boost at the right time after a couple of tough losses too?
Absolutely. I don't think there's a bad time to have Korzak come back, but I think we're not real happy with where our game's at right now. We're looking to change that, and certainly having Ryder in the lineup helps.
What needs to change after that game against PA?
I think it's our checking. For the last 2-3 games, I think we've been a little bit loose in that area, and that's just stick on puck and finishing on top of our man, and that's the competitive side of the game. And right now, I think we're looking for things to be a little easier than they're going to be, and having to understand that it's a hard league, it's hard to win, and we'll get back there. We just need to start with our work habits.
What are you expecting out of Swift Current here tonight?
a lot of work. They have a deep group. They have a bunch of guys that play similar. They play hard, they're on you in a hurry, and they have skill to make plays. So it'll be a tough matchup for us, but I think it's a good one at a good time.
It's Hockey Fights Cancer Night as well. Is this a special game for the team?
Absolutely. I think it doesn't matter if you look at your own family or you talk to any player. If somebody's been affected by cancer, and it's a game, it's an opportunity to think about those loved ones. And like I said, everybody has certain situations within their family, so I think it's a great night for a great cause.
Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks to Coach O'Leary for joining us here tonight on the pregame show. When we come back, I caught up with Captain Denton Matejchuk, get his thoughts on Korzak's return, as well as preview tonight's action against the Broncos. That's next here on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hey Warriors fans, this is Denton Matejchuk. Join us this Friday as we host our 3rd annual Hockey Fights Cancer game. We'll be honoring the fighters, survivors, and everyone impacted by cancer. Get your tickets for the game at mjwarriors.ca.
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we get ready for tonight's matchup between the Warriors and the Broncos here on Hockey Fights Cancer Night at the Hangar in downtown Moose Jaw. Let's now head back down to the Warriors locker room where I caught up with Warriors captain Denton Matejchuk. Speaking with Moose Jaw Warriors defenseman Denton Matejchuk before tonight's game against the Swift Current Broncos. First off, big boost for the team, getting Ryder Korzak back in the lineup here tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's a special player, and AHL is probably where he wanted to be, and it's for him. I think it's a bit different and coming back here, but we're excited to have him, and he's going to be a huge boost for us. He's a great player, and really excited to play with him.
For sure. The team, a couple of tough losses over the last couple of games. What do you guys have to clean up coming out of that game against PA on Tuesday?
I think you play full 60. We gave them pretty much that whole first period, and they took advantage. And then their team, once they get up there, they're good in their D zone, so they're tough to get chances on. And we had chances to score in the second and third, but playing 40 minutes isn't enough.
Going into against Swift Current here tonight, what are you expecting out of them?
We haven't played them yet this year, but I know from last year's games they're a pretty great team. They're hard on the forecheck. They got a bit of skill too, so just got to be ready for that and be ready to play full 60 and know that they're going to be coming, and we got to be ready for it.
It's Hockey Fights Cancer Night as well. How much does this mean to the team?
It's awesome. It's really, really good. I think it's huge for the team. I know there's lots of guys who have been affected by it in the league and on their team, so I think it's huge.
Thanks. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you to Denton Matejchuk for joining us here on the pregame show. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Moose Jaw Warriors, who will have 17-year-old netminder Jackson Unger in net. In 8 appearances this season, he's 2-5 with a 374 goals against average and an .874 save percentage. On the back end, the Moose Jaw Warriors will be without Cole Jordan here tonight, who misses tonight's game with an injury, so the Cosmo Wilson moves up the defensive pairings, and he'll be paired with Lucas Brenton. Brenton has 6 assists on the year, while Cosmo has 1 assist so far this season. Up front, it is Ryder Korzak making his Warriors season debut. He played 5 games with the Hartford Wolfpack in the American Hockey League and was sent back over the weekend and will make his season debut, the 3rd-round pick of the New York Rangers. He had 25 goals, 79 points last season. He'll be on a line with Jagger Firkus, 9 goals, 22 points on the year. He's second on the team in scoring. The other wing, Eric Alry, with 4 goals, 12 points so far this year for the 19-year-old. On the Swift Current Broncos side, they will have 20-year-old goalie Gage Alexander in net. He's 6-2 so far this season in 9 appearances with a .369 goals against average and an .891 save percentage. The back end, it'll be Josh Fluker with 1 assist so far this year, and Sam McGinley, 3 goals, 8 points so far this year for McGinley. Up front, it'll be Connor Vitson centering a line. He's got 6 goals, 20 points. On his other wing will be Caleb Wyrostock, 6 goals, 8 points so far this year. And on his other wing will be Clark Caswell, the former first-round pick in his rookie season, has 3 goals, 7 points so far this season for the Broncos. So big night here at the hangar in downtown Moose Jaw for Hockey Fights Cancer Night. You can see the purple lights going off behind me. It's going to be a special one. The Warriors wearing these special edition purple jerseys, which feature cancer survivors, people who have lost their battle with cancer, in the numbers, a special touch there. Those will be auctioned off on the concourse throughout tonight's game. There's also a special online auction for the Braden Yeager, Atlee Calvert, Jagger Firkus, and Denton Matejchuk's online at thecrushcan.com, so check that out. For those of you tuning in on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, you can head over to Country 100 or WHL Live and catch all the action with Voice of the Warriors James Gallo and Derek Kletzel. For those of you on WHL Live, stick right here. Pre-game ceremonies are about to get underway. Let's head down to ice level.